Hey guys, RC here. Welcome back. This is Dwarf Fortress and the Fortress of Sunnystakes. This is episode 8. So getting a lot of recording done today. One of my kids has a couple of doctor's appointments, one this morning and one a little later this afternoon. So I'm able to get, I had to take a personal day from work, so I'm able to actually sit at home and pretend I'm a real YouTuber, which I, making a living, and get this done. While I'm thinking about something, let me... There we go. All right, so let's just kind of get caught up. Let's take a quick look at Dwarf Therapist. If we break it down by migration wave, you can see we just picked up 25 new migrants. So pretty hardcore. I've already broken them out into professions, and so we have a few things to work on. We've added some of these to our military, so we have 7 archers and now 6 hammer dwarfs that we can start training. So let's get back into here real quick. I want to do rock armor stand. I want 2 of those. And 2 weapon racks. All right, now let's pop into our dining hall. All right, so here we are. So last time we looked at the engraving in the first year pillar. Remember, we settled here in 185, January, the first month of 185, and this is now the second month of 186. So last month, in the first month of 186, we did our 1 year review where we kind of engrave our past year into a pillar for posterity. Now, we did lose Melville, our beleaguered miner that lost his life. So we've placed in this room, this is kind of an antechamber into our burial chamber. And we've put a slab in there because we don't have a body. We can't get into the magma to get it. And when you want to read something, you use the T code. T, view items in buildings. So we're right there. We can see the memorial slab. So we will hit enter. And then we can hit view to see the description. So the slab reads, in memory of Melville, born in 120, went missing in the year 185. Now these, unless they've improved them since the last time I played, are not the greatest. They're really cool and it's a nice touch, but sometimes they don't go into the detail. But like if you're killed by fighting a troll, let's say, it would say was killed in, by the troll, Thumpet Hammer or whatever his name, the troll's name might be in the year. So, it gives you a little bit more. That could be so much better, but anyway. So we've got that going on. We've got the meeting hall here. I do want to dig out another area here. We'll put a door there. Now, we still have not made another pick, so we're only working with 1 miner with 1 pick. Also, with all these extra people, okay, I did change the range, so now we're up to a minimum of 100, a maximum of 200. And whenever you get anything, you have to go into your kitchen. So you can see we picked up some peaches, persimmons, and plums. I've turned those off for cooking, so we will brew that. That'll brew some exotic wines. We did pick up some seeds. I've turned off cooking. I may turn the walnuts, the things we got from the elves. I may turn those on. I may try to start an outside farm. I don't really like doing that. What else? Drinks we're still working on, and these are allowed to be cooked. And you can see we have quite a bit of prepared meals. In fact, food stockpile. Okay, I want to turn off prepared food. That'll get it out of here. And I want to give this Yes. To that stockpile. Awesome. All right, so let's see what else. All right, let's start at the top. So we finished our trading with the nasty elves. We got that going on. This is going to be a room that, oh, you know what? Let's build 6 of those. Fair enough. All right, keep going down. We've got bedrooms. All right. You can see a little few of these. This is where I dug out those the gems. All right, that's filling up. All right, I've set this to be exploratory dug here, kinda. I'll explain that in a minute. And then this one right here, we dug out, and you may remember we kind of ended up back here. And in DF hack, which is one, you remember when we toggled the dwarf speed with the fast dwarf command? There's a command in there called reveal all. And what it does, I'll actually show it to you. Again, some people consider this cheating. I just get really bored with digging randomly. All right, so reveal all actually will turn on everything in the map. Now you want to do this as little as possible, but you can see what it does is it shows you every square and what it is. So for example, these with the little red dots, this is hematite. This is an iron ore, very important for making steel. So that's something we want very badly. So again, we were stopped back in here somewhere. I would not have gotten to this. And I was like, well, you know, there's usually some type of ore on every floor. So I said, well, let me do a quick reveal. Oh, look, there's some right there. So I did dig it out, and I was able to expose this vein. And then going up to the other one, I had seen this down here. And I had also seen this down here. Now, what you don't want to do, this is important if you're going to use this command, you do not want to do any designating like mining commands, because it can cause some problems in the game. So you want to kind of see where you want to be at. Okay, and then you go back in, and to turn that off, you just do unreveal, and it turns it off. And that's going to give me enough ore to get started with. I'm going to go ahead and unpause it. So I'm not going to feel bad about it, right? All right, so he is working away. All right, now, real quick, this is hematite. Let's go back to our forges, right? And I want to BC track stop. I want to dump to the west this time. No, actually, I think I want to dump to the north again. We'll build that right there out of some schist that just happens to be nearby. And we'll put that one in. And we'll do that. Now, W, I want 2 wheelbarrows. And so we have hematite. Basically, I want any iron ore. And I think hematite, there's a couple. So let's see. Hematite, limonite, and magnetite. Those are the 3 iron ores. So any iron ore is going to come into that category right there. W, we don't want anything here. From links only. Hematite, limonite, magnetite again. All right, and HR, this is iron ore. you're going to put a stop right there. You're going to take from here, give to there. Enable block hematite, limonite, and magnetite. Excellent. So that is good to go. So back up to our digger here. I've gone ahead and sped it up just so they can start working away, and he's digging much faster than regular game speed. But mainly because I want this lava to get filled up as quick as we can. And it's still going to take a while, right? Still going to take a while. Now, when you use that dig V command, if you use that, when you click on something, it will only mine out that particular, and here's an example. You see there was a gem right off of that, but he did not mine that because when I clicked on hematite, and it only digs out that. And that's why he didn't finish this either, because that's a different thing. So we're going to go here, shift 1. That's all gems. If you use this, and again, fair warning, you know, everything that comes in Lazy Newb Pack is not 100% supported by the game. That is made by the community, and everything with the game is free. That's the great thing. But what you have to be careful of is, let's say you're digging up on a level like this, right? And you mine out a layer. Well, if the layer goes all the way through to the outer wall, then you actually punch through that wall, which gives an input into your base that you may not have defended. And then you have to build a new wall there. So you have to be very careful. It could also punch into a magma chamber as well. And then you get flooded with magma, or into an underground lake. I've had that happen, and then it floods, you know, the 30 levels above it, and you have a 30-story swimming pool, and everybody's dead. So, all right, let's see. I want to go back down to the quarry here. All right, where is my digger? He must have come. Oh, all right, good. So you got this done. I'm going to put a door there, and I want to put nest boxes in here. All right, and then we are going to make this a pen pasture, and we want any type of birds or fowl in here. All right, so duckling, turkey, keat, gosling, all right, now we have a little bit of an issue here. All right, okay, let's get out of that. I'm going to go into Z and look at just animals. All right, so if you see, like right here, this kitten has a name. Anything else just says stray kitten. But if they have a name, that means they've been adopted by a dwarf. If anything ever happens to that animal, the dwarf could go insane or become very sad. You cannot kill these animals, sadly. But you can see with the hens that I do have, and it's always like one person has, you know, it's the crazy cat lady. You know, it's always one person that has 2 or 3 of them, and they all end up following them around. So you can pasture them, but you cannot kill them. But what I want to do here, all right, I don't want, I'm going to butcher. All right, so any of the, you know, the pigs we're going to raise, and then we'll butcher excess ones. Dogs don't breed very fast. We will turn those into war dogs at some point. Kittens, when we have a catplosion, which is a huge birth increase rate in the kittens, the cats, then we'll have tons of cat meat and bones laying around. But for right now, we're going to kill these animals. The reason I do this is these have to live outside. They have to have access to grass to survive. So they have to be outside. And if we ever get attacked, they're the first ones to die, right? So, you know, is what it is. All right, he's been possessed. All right, now possessed, he's been possessed by a demon. Typically they're non-violent, but it's the same thing as having a mood. They're going to go take over a shop. The problem is a possession or a fey mood does not give you the skill increase. So you remember a couple episodes back, we had the one guy that was taken by a mood, and he jumped from a 1 to a 16 in his gym setting. Well, this guy's going to create an artifact, but he's not going to get any skill for it, which kind of sucks. So anyway, I'm just going to let him go. We'll come up to the workshop and we'll see where he goes. And he came into the craft dwarf shop. Let's see if he takes off. He does. So he got a gem and he began a mysterious construction. All right, so he's fine. He will not go insane because he has what he wants. I want to go ahead and finish this just to have it through, right? Just on principle. So go ahead and take care of that. All right, he has created an obsidian nylon. And she claims it as an heirloom. That's new. That's new. So it's a family heirloom. Interesting. So let's go take a look at. All right, so we had the cherry opal, the wood ring, and now an obsidian nylon. I believe that is a music instrument, I think. And you can read this. The image on it relates to the founding of Sunnystakes by the calm metal of the stable whip, early spring 185. So remember, our particular group here is called the calm metal. The stable whip is the community that we are part of as a whole. That's all the dwarves. So if you're an American, for example, each state is individual. That would be the calm metal is the state, but the country is the stable whip. Same thing if you're English, London, Yorkshire, whatever. Each individual town is the calm metal, and then England, the country, would be the stable whip. So that's what that is. So it's a large, stationary, silk-stringed instrument with a stone frame and a wooden body. The strings are suspended from the frame down to the body, and the musician picks the 41 strings with a bone plectrum. Tuning is accomplished by pegs, has nearly a 5-octave range, noisy, light, flat timbre. And it's worth 24,000 dwarf bucks. All right, so yay for you, right? Unfortunately, now who was that? That was Nish Amunib, the hauler. So if we go over here, he's a hauler. So that's right here. Here is Nish. Let's update the game. And you can see he got no credit for creating anything. None whatsoever. For shame. What a waste. Anyway, that is what it is. All right. Let's go down to the mine here. All right, so if we take a look at this, we're starting to get the hematite up. Okay, and you can see the rock here. That's part of our entire smelter. It'll turn red when the magma below it gets to the right level. So for right now, there's nothing we can do, which is okay. I want to. All right, let's see. He's still okay. He's still digging. Hold on. There's some more stuff here you can get, please, sir. And he'll come back at some point. All right, he's going to dig somewhere else. All right, let's go up a couple of levels. All right, now he's working his way down. All right, there is some more hematite, so we're going to dig that vein out, right? Boom, there you go. It does go much faster with 2 miners or 3 or 4. More kittens. Let's wrap those guys up. So we're going to go to Q to the cat cage. Assign. All right. 3 more kittens. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to keep tightly closed. I don't want the animals able to get out. Now, typically your pigs, your cats, your dogs, they will automatically assign. Birds do not. If their eggs hatch, you're going to see a mass exodus of the new chicks of whatever they are, and they just take off and haul butt. Let's see. I want to do let's do a fine meal, and we will do 10 to 20 of those. Let's start off on that. And I want to see one of these is that's my clothier. Okay, that's my leather worker. So if we come into this bin, all right, it does have leather in it. All right, so I want to leather quiver, and I want to make how many archers did I have? 7. I want to make 7 of those. All right, speaking of, let's go ahead and create a squad. No uniform. I am going to rename this squad. Archers 1. Now, out of my archers, do any of them have a decent teaching ability? Teacher. Id has a 93 teaching ability. So that means he'll be able to train the other ones better than anybody else. So Id is going to be my commander. So we want him in the #1 spot. Now there's an Id, but he's a woodcutter, right? But we had those guys named specifically as archers. If I can find him. There he is. All right, so there's Id. All right, we are going to give these guys all right, hunters. Cancel. No, hunters, delete. Archers, we're going to give bolts. 100. Let's give 50 bolts apiece. Actually, let's give 30. That's fine. That's our archers. Okay. And then I want to go back in and I want to create a new squad. These are going to be, this is going to be a Hammerdorf squad. Now, on our Hammerdorfs, are any of them decent teachers? We actually have an 86 for Erish, Egomitrist. So Erish the Hammerdorf. We can search Arish, there he is. Oh, crap. Q, Arish. All right. So we have our commanders for each group, right? So let's back out of that now. I'm going to let the game run for just a second. All right, there we go. I want to update, right? Boom. Now, id is our guy. And you can see he's in blue. That means he's assigned. So we're going to take these, and now we are going to assign them to the archers. You can only do this with the secondary people. Your commander you have to do directly. Okay. Then our hammer dwarfs. Arish is our main guy. So we will pick the next 3, and we will assign them to the hammer dwarfs. And then if we go back into the game, unpause it, let it run for just a second. And now if we go into our military screen, there's our archers and there's our hammer dwarfs. So good for us. All right, so I want wood shields. I want 20 of these. I want 10 wood crossbows. And our wood is right here. How much do we have? Oh, we're running low, so let's go grab some of that. Actually, you know what? Oh, wrong way. Nope. All right, DT 1. And you always want to make sure you chop these trees down at their bases. So be very careful with that. Now, the other thing you have to be cognizant of is, as you're building out your fortress underground, when you dig that tree out, you see where, let me see if I can explain this. So you see the bottom of the tree trunk is right here. Okay, let me put my cursor on that. If we go down a level, you can see these are the roots. Okay, that's the roots of the tree. The roots disappear after you cut the tree down and leaves a void there. So if that's inside your fortress and, you know, cuts into one of your hallways or one of your rooms, right, then it could be pretty bad news. All right, so that is going to be that tree. And I think that's going to be one. Now these trees have fruit on them. And you can see that with the little green dots here. And if we actually query a tree, K. There we go. So there's a bayberry tree, bayberries, pine tree, bayberries, pine tree. All right, so we can cut down the 2 pine trees. You may not want to cut down the fruit trees. You may actually want to gather fruit there. In fact, let's do that in this area here. And this is going to be a gather pick fruit, set gather information, gather fallen fruit, ignore fruit on the trees, and it will pick berries and pull tubers from that area as well. So if we have somebody with the herbologist trait, I forget the name of it, labors, it is, well, plant gathering, I believe. Yeah, plant gathering. They'll go out and gather fruit and bring it back to your food stockpile, which gives us more food. All right, come on. All right, ooh, a masterpiece water buffalo intestine stew. Yummy. All right, I'm going to put a cut in right here, guys. I'm going to keep playing. Basically, I want to try to get the smelter up and running. Once I do that, I'll come back. I'm going to probably build some more bedrooms in the meantime. And yeah, we'll see what else is going on. All right. Well, hey, as always, thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out with me on my channel. Leave a like, subscribe if you don't mind. I'd much appreciate it. If you do want a dwarf named after you, please go back to episode 0, the first video in the playlist, and put your dwarf name that you would like to go by. And if you have... I just got a text from my wife. I might have jury duty. I don't know. I'll find out today. She just had jury duty not long ago, so I bet it's my turn. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, leave a dwarf name. And if you do want a particular job, military or mason or, weaponsmith or whatever, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do that to the best of my ability. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, and we will talk to you next time. Bye.